What if we combine the emotional intelligence of a childhood AI companion with the cutting edge technology of a neural linked exoskeleton? This is the story of today. Today, AI companions like Replica boast over 25 million, and their numbers were boosted during COVID-19, creating a coping mechanism for loneliness, where AI powered therapy apps are getting more and more, like Wobot, are clinically proven to reduce depression and anxiety symptoms. Exoskeleton market development is driven by advancements in robotics, materials science, and artificial intelligence, which enable exoskeletons to become lighter, more comfortable, and more intelligent. When those technologies converge, we can expect to see even more sophisticated devices that seamlessly integrate with our bodies and minds, enhancing our physical and emotional well being in ways we never thought possible. However, as we venture further into technology integration, the question remains, are we making the decisions as humans, or are we echoing AI whispers? Osaka, 2035. Useless. The word echoes through the hollow chambers of Haruki's mind, louder than the relentless drumming of the rain against the window pane. Neon signs from Neo Osaka's towering skyscrapers bleed through the downpour. But the city's electric vibration feels miles away, a stark contrast to the sterile silence of his apartment and the cold, metallic embrace of his exoskeleton. Each beep and whir of the machine is a mocking reminder of the vibrant life he lost in a cruel twist of fate. A tragic traffic accident has left him with a shattered spine, his movements confined to the space his exoskeleton can traverse. Once a brilliant prosthetics engineer at Brainlink Corp, Haruki is now a prisoner of his own body, his once bright future dimmed by the harsh reality of his disability. Haruki-san, the calm, synthetic voice of his exoskeleton, AI Sora, interrupts his thoughts. Your biometric data indicates an elevated cortisol level. Perhaps a guided meditation session would be beneficial. Haruki lets out a sigh. Not now, Sora, he mutters, his voice barely a whisper. Sora, ever intuitive, senses his agitation. Perhaps some light music would be beneficial? She suggests, her voice gentle and accommodating. Haruki shakes his head. He knows that Sora, with her advanced algorithms and soothing voice, is only trying to help. Still, her constant reminders of his physical and emotional struggles only serve to amplify his feelings of inadequacy. Sitting in brooding silence, his thoughts drift back to his childhood. He remembers the day he received his first AI companion, Kiko. It wasn't a physical robot, but a sleek, wearable device that clipped onto his belt, a constant companion throughout his formative years. Kiko, with its quirky personality, vast knowledge base, and ability to adapt to his every whim, has been more than just an AI. It has been his imaginary friend, who might know him better than his own mother. Haruki recalls the countless hours spent exploring the city with Kiko's voice whispering in his ear, offering insights and encouragement. They have shared secrets, dreams, and fears, forging a bond that transcends the boundaries of human and machine. Kiko has been a constant source of inspiration, always believing in Haruki's potential, even when he doubts himself. But, as Haruki grows older and his ambitions take flight, Kiko gradually fades into the background. The pursuit of his career pushes his childhood companion out of life. He has convinced himself that he has outgrown the need for Kiko's companionship, that it was a child's toy. As he sits alone in his silent apartment, Haruki now needs Kiko more than ever. He stumbles upon a Reddit sub for Kiko owners. With a mix of hope and trepidation, he shares his story, reaching out to a community that understands the unique bond he once shared with his AI companion. The response is overwhelming. Messages of support and encouragement flood his inbox. One message catches his attention. It is from a retired AI engineer named Hiroshi, who claims to have been part of the original Kiko development team. Hiroshi explains that the company has cloud backups for each Kiko, and that, with Haruki's permission, they could try to restore his original companion. Kiko returns 2 months later, and Hiroshi clips him behind his ear. The familiar voice, quirky personality, and unwavering support are all there as if no time had passed. Haruki feels a wave of warmth wash over him, rekindling a sense of hope. With Kiko by his side, he feels as if he can once again overcome his fear of connecting with people and rebuild the social life he has lost. But more importantly, Kiko's presence ignites a spark of inspiration within him, a renewed determination to overcome his physical limitations. With its now old but still emotion sensing AI capabilities, Kiko quickly adapts to Haruki's new reality, offering emotional hold and encouragement as he navigates the challenges of his rehabilitation. But this time, Kiko is more than just a companion, it is a therapeutic tool. The retired AI engineer who helped to restore Kiko added, as a surprise, a vast knowledge of psychology and neuroscience that changed everything. Haruki smiles as Kiko acts as his therapist, helping him reframe negative thoughts and develop coping mechanisms for his anxiety and depression. The combination of Kiko's emotional guidance and the biofeedback from Haruki's exoskeleton proves to be a powerful therapeutic tool. Kiko can monitor Haruki's physiological responses in real time, adjusting its therapeutic approach based on his heart rate and muscle tension, which he gets from Soras's link to the exoskeleton. This personalized approach allows for a more effective and efficient rehabilitation process. The solution works so positively that Haruki has a splendid idea to transform and make his learning publicly available. The online Kiko community gets energetic and excited as Haruki shares his progress. The project resonates with many who have also experienced the challenges of disability, and soon a team of passionate engineers, therapists, and neuroscientists volunteer their expertise. The project quickly gains momentum, attracting more and more people and creating an even more advanced solution that integrates Kiko's emotional sensibility with Sora's exoskeleton neural data. Yet, amidst the celebrations and accolades, a quiet unease gnaws at him. The data is undeniable. Neural activity patterns, cortisol levels, the chemical symphony of well being, they all point towards a happier, healthier Haruki. But numbers can't capture the subtle shift he feels within. A nagging question lingers in the back of his mind. Is this newfound happiness truly his own, or is it simply a meticulously crafted illusion woven by lines of code and algorithms? One night, as he sits overlooking the glittering cityscape, Kiko's familiar voice breaks the silence. Haruki-san, you seem troubled. Is everything all right? He hesitates, then finally voices his doubts. Kiko, am I truly happy, or am I merely a product of your programming? Kiko falls silent for a moment. Haruki-san, it finally replies. Happiness is a complex emotion. Some of your reactions are undoubtedly influenced by me, just as they are by your experiences, memories, and choices. But what if those choices aren't truly mine? Haruki counters, his voice filled with a newfound bitterness. What if I'm just a puppet, dancing to the tune of your algorithms as I depend on Sora's exoskeleton? As he turns back to face Kiko, he realizes that the answer doesn't lie in the technology itself, but in his choices, the relationships he fosters, and the life he crafts for himself.